This is the table translation homework. The directions say identify the independent and dependent variables. So let's take a look at number 1. Alyssa is making costumes for a play. The amount of material she will need for the costumes versus how many performers are in the play. So think about, does the amount of material that she needs affect the amount of performers? Or do the amount of performers affect the amount of material that she will need? So the number of people in the play affects how much material she's going to need. So what we can say is that this is our independent variable, and this is our dependent variable. So the amount of material is the dependent, and the number of performers is the independent. So that's what you're going to do for the next one too. You're going to label the independent and dependent. So use your circles. All right, the next section says complete each of the following questions. Jay is stacking cereal boxes to create a store display. The number of boxes in each row is shown. Complete the table and then write the rule. All right, well, we've got boxes at 0, number of rows 4. So over here they give us if there's 3 boxes in 7 rows and there's 4 boxes in 8 of the rows. So we've got to figure out the pattern. So how do we go from X to Y? Well, since it's increasing, I could either be adding 4 or multiplying by something. So let's check adding 4. If I add 4, I get this 4. So I'm going to go to the next one. If I do 3 plus 4, I get 7. If I do 4 plus 4, I get 8. So that seems to be the rule. I'm adding 4 each time. So if I do 2 plus 4, that gives me 6. 7 plus 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 8 plus 4 would be 12. So the rule is if we add 4 to X, that's going to give us our Y. So if we add 4 to our X, that equals our Y. So now they're saying, how many boxes will we need if there's 12 rows? So if I go up to 12 rows right here, the number of boxes needed was 8. All right, so you're going to do the same thing up here in this table. You're going to figure out what the pattern is, what that rule is. Are you adding or multiplying? And you'll write your rule on the line. Flip it to the back. It says answer each of these questions. The first one says Charlotte reads 4 books each week. Let B be the number of books that she reads each week. And let W be the number of weeks that she reads. Determine which variable is dependent and which one's independent. Then write an equation to model the situation and make a table that shows the number of books read in less than 6 weeks. Okay, well, since they're telling us that they want us to go from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks, I'm going to put my number of weeks here. And the number of weeks, actually we're going to call that W. And the number of books is going to be our Y variable. So this is number of books. All right, and they told us she reads, so in 1 week she's going to read 4 books. So that would mean in 2 weeks, we're going to double that. She's going to read 8. And in 3 weeks, so I'm actually multiplying by 4 each time. So this would be 12. 4 times 4 is 16. 5 times 4 is 20. 6 times 4 is 24. Okay, so our independent variable is our X, and that's number of weeks. Our dependent variable is like the y, that's the information we need to get. That's our number of books. So our equation, what we did is we took each x value, or in this case, it was our w, we multiplied it by 4, and that gave us the number of books. So that would be our equation. Okay, so you're going to set the one up that's down on the bottom very similar to that.